Hello everybody and welcome back to Reels of Football. I'm Reels and I'm going to bring you the video today for Premier League game week 9 predictions after a very long and boring international break. And to be honest, we are back with a bang. With a bang, 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 bang. And it's the North London derby that we begin with first. Don't forget, folks, that this game is live for you to watch at 12:30 on Saturday, and that's on BC Sport for you. So we'll start off then with Arsenal versus Spurs. I'm going to go for it. It's a huge North London derby. Arsenal and Tottenham are basically in a title race right now, alongside City. Both of us are doing really well. We're top of the league. They're doing well. They're unbeaten or whatever it is. I'm a bit nervous, but I am very confident now. We're getting closer, and I feel like we could just grab that win. I think it may be more than 1-0, but I'm going to just stick cool. I'm going to say Arsenal 1, Spurs 0. So yeah, that's live on BT Sport for you. Do not forget that. So yeah, that's that one. Bournemouth taking on Brentford. I've gone for 3-1. Simple game. These two used to be in the Championship together. Now they're in the Premier League together. Brentford are doing well. I can't see them losing to Bournemouth. 3-1. Crystal Palace then. They take on Chelsea. But where was the last time Palace beat Chelsea? I'm scratching my head. I just can't think of it. Crystal Palace 0, Chelsea 4. They're going to get battered. Sorry, Palace. Sorry, Oliver. But Fulham taking on Newcastle. Now, you will find this interesting. I went for a Bournemouth win, and Bournemouth were inches away from winning against Newcastle. Oh, inches. Absolutely inches. And I'm going to go for another one of those inches wins. Fulham are in a fantastic form at the moment. We're going to even get the phone out here to look at this. Fulham have only lost 2 this season. 2. And do you know what? Yeah, they lost 2-0 in the no-fan season, but who cares? Fulham have come back with an absolute bang. And Newcastle, draw. Lost, draw. They lost 2-1 to Liverpool, drew 1-1 to Wolves, 3-3 to Man City, 0-0 to Crystal Palace, and 1-1 to Bournemouth. That is not a great form. But win is a good form of Fulham, because technically 4 points out of 5 for Newcastle and 9 points out of 5 for Fulham. They beat Brentford 3-2. Hands up, bravo, great win for Fulham. They put on a fantastic performance at the Emirates. I thought they had me shaking, but they lost 2-1. Very good performance by Fulham there. Still, Brighton, what a win. Performed really well at home. Did well. Conceded the penalty was not great, but great win for Fulham that. And then Tottenham weren't too bad, weren't too good though. I think it was a deserved defeat, but a good goal by Mitrovic to get back, and a possible late comeback. They nearly got 2-2, very close to a draw that, and then 3-2 against Forest. 1-0 down, 3-1 up in the second half. They get one back, hold out for 3-2. And Fulham as well had a massive 2-2 draw against Liverpool. Huge draw. Absolutely superb performance against Liverpool for Fulham. Absolutely brilliant. So I can't see anything other than a Fulham win here, because they beat Brighton, they beat Forest, they beat Brentford, and they nearly beat Liverpool. They nearly got something against Arsenal. They nearly got something against Tottenham. Fulham are that nearly, but also woohoo side. They are not yo-yo anymore, Fulham. They've come back with a bang in the Premier League, and I think they're capable of doing a lot of damage. So, Fulham 2, Newcastle United 1. That's all I can see in my head. Now, we'll move on to Liverpool. Liverpool, you'll never walk alone. Versus the Seagulls, the fantastic the stupendously brilliant Seagulls. Liverpool versus Brighton and Hove Albion. I cannot see anything other than a draw. This is what happened at Anfield last season. Brighton. The Seagulls have been in a tremendous form. It's gone lots of wins. Draw to Newcastle though in the last game at home, 0-0. But then a 2-0 away win against West Ham. They managed to beat Leeds by 1-0 at home. An unfortunate, quite embarrassing actually, 2-1 defeat to Fulham away from home. But then coming at home, they went 1-0 down, don't forget. Leicester put on a bit of a first half challenge, but second half, bang, 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 bang. 5-2 win against Leicester. Superb. I think that they have got a chance. Last season they were a bit iffy at the end, but no. That form, superb. On the other hand, we've got Liverpool. Form. 2-2 draw against Fulham. From a Liverpool point of view, unacceptable. The 2-1 defeat to Manchester United, absolutely disgusting, so unacceptable. Also, the 1-1 draw against Palace, unacceptable. 9-0 win against Bournemouth, superb, really. Bournemouth, they're one of those sides who get battered. It's an expected win. 2-1 against Newcastle, same again, expected win. And the 0-0 draw against Everton. They weren't bad, Liverpool, but Everton were absolutely brilliant in that game. They could have won through Neil Maupay, but take no credit away from Everton there because they were superb at Goodison Park. Absolutely brilliant. And you know what? Based on those, and based on the last time these two played at Anfield, 2-2 is all I can see. Maybe even a Brighton win. Who knows? That's my prediction. Moving on then to the Saints versus Everton. I just spoke about Everton's form. Superb. In the last couple of games, Everton really have been brilliant, and Everton have quite a solid record against the Saints. Southampton beat Leicester, and they lost 1-0 to Man United, but they beat Chelsea as well, but then lost to 1-0 to Wolves and 1-0 to Villa, two quite poor defeats. And you know what? For Everton, you can say they've been in draw form. 3-1 all draws to Forest, Brentford and Leeds. But that 0-0 against Liverpool really turned it around. Then they went and they beat West Ham by 1-0, and boy did the crowd roar in that game. And you know what? Sorry at Southampton, but Everton are in a good form now. It's going to be Southampton 0, Everton 2. West Ham versus Wolves. West Ham not been in the greatest form. Really poor start to the season. They're actually in the relegation zone right now, but Wolves the same. Wolves have been really poor as well. Wolves, however, do have a knack sometimes of beating West Ham, but I'm going to have to base it on this. West Ham lost 2-0 to Man City, lost 2-0 to Brighton, only just beat Aston Villa 1-0 away from home, drew 1-0 to Tottenham, which I thought was a good draw, but then that 2-1 defeat to Chelsea, 0 defeat to Everton. It's like West Ham had a bad start to the season, then turned it around, and then went back to bad. They're a bit yo-yo this season, West Ham. Now, we look at their opponents, Wolves. Their only win came against Southampton, 1-0. They lost 1-0 to Spurs. They had a pretty good performance though. A 1-1 draw to Newcastle, a 0-0 draw to Bournemouth, and then that 3-0 demolishing at home to City. So I can't say anything more than West Ham United 2, Wolves 0. City versus United, the Manchester derby. United got a good win against Liverpool in the United-Liverpool rivalry derby thing at Old Trafford. But City are in great form. City. This has got City written all over it. City are just the best. And I'm going to have to go for City 4, United 0. And then we'll bump on to Leeds versus Aston Villa. Now, Aston Villa, I have predicted they will be relegated. And Leeds have actually had a really good start to the season. And I'll tell you why. This 3-0 win over Chelsea here tells you all you need to know. Now, the last 5, 2-2 draw against Southampton, 3-0 win over Chelsea, 1-0 defeat to Brighton, a 1-1 draw against Everton, but then that 5-2 defeat to Brentford was a bit embarrassing. But Aston Villa, defeat, draw, win. Started to get back on it, Aston Villa. 3-1 defeat to Crystal Palace, deserved. 1-0 defeat to West Ham, deserved. 2-1 defeat to Arsenal, deserved. 1-1 draw against Man City, undeserved. 1-0 win versus Southampton, probably undeserved, but the right thing based on the fact that Southampton really were poor. I am going to have to go for Leeds 4, Villa 0. Do you know why? Because they played at Ellen Road really well against Chelsea, and I think this Aston Villa defence is just going to creak and creak and creak. Bang, 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 go the Leeds at attack. They were really rampant against Chelsea, and I feel like they could do the same thing to Aston Villa. So Leeds 4, Villa 0, and we'll finish off with Leicester versus Nottingham Forest. Leicester only have 1 point. Nottingham Forest have more. Let's look at their overall stats. Let me think. 2-1 defeat to Southampton, 2-1 defeat to Chelsea, 1-0 defeat to Manchester United, 5-2 defeat to Brighton, and then a 6-2 defeat to Tottenham. That's Leicester's form out of 5. Forest, to be fair, they're not in a great form either, but 1-1 draw against Everton, 2-0 defeat to Tottenham, 6-0 defeat to City, 3-2 defeat to Bournemouth, 3-2 defeat to Fulham. 4 losses for Forest, 5 losses for Leicester, but Leicester 0, Forest 1. And that's it, folks. Thank you all very much for watching. Have a lovely rest of your evening. Those are my Premier League Game Week 9 predictions. Make sure you leave a like on the leave a like on the video, and hit the subscribe button if you are new. Thank you very much for joining us, and I'll see you for Game Week 9 starting on Saturday. Don't forget there's a Friday game tomorrow which we'll be doing, but Saturday is the day. 11:40 we will be live for that. 11:40. Get that down in your notebook. That is a live exclusive, that a North London derby. Don't forget that Arsenal versus Spurs is live for you at 12:30. Their coverage begins at 11:30 on BT Sport 1 HD or BT Sport Ultimate, and you must tune into that North London derby because it is going to be so big for us. Because City are going to win the Manchester derby. We need to win our derby. We need to win it. So, on that note, thanks for watching. Subscribe, leave a like, notifications on, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.